everyone, this is my first TSW video. Normally on my channel I do singing videos, but for the past year and a bit I haven't been as well with my skin and I didn't really want to show it, but I've decided now that it might help someone, and if I can just help one person that would be amazing. So this is my journey with healing my face. Again, it's not super healed, but if you see the next clip you can see how different it does look. Oh, something that I did want to mention is I have changed clothes throughout the video and I haven't been wearing the same outfit every single day. Well, I kind of have, but it's different t-shirts because I found that was the only brand of t-shirt and the colour of t-shirt that I could actually wear without the colour of the t-shirt sticking and making the weeping areas the colour of the t-shirt, if you know what I mean. So if I wore like this colour t-shirt instead, all my weeping areas would look blue because of the fabric and the colour. I hope that makes sense. So grey was the only colour that really didn't change the colour, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm wearing grey t-shirts through every single video, and then my dressing gown was washed every couple of days. So just so you know, I have been changing. It's just you know, it's very difficult to find things that are comfortable. So yeah, I just wanted to add that.
This program is sponsored by Kayak.
So this is the first day of my new supplement. What my face looks like right now. What do you think? First, well, my face and my neck with my new supplement, starting it. Starting today. So this is my face at the minute. I've only had 2 of them, so they wouldn't react that quickly, but so hopefully this will all drop off soon. I haven't took my supplement yet with my food, but this is my face at the beginning of the day. This is coming off slowly. My neck. The white bits are cream. And then this is a bit wet from where I've been sleeping. But I'll update at the end of the day and see what it looks like. This is my skin at 7:40 in the afternoon. As you can see on this side of my face, I have a lot of like scabs, but they're drying up quite nicely. My neck, I managed to get some of the dry skin off it today, but it's all dried up quite nicely here too. This side of my face is doing okay. This is falling off, it was all scabs. And ignore my hair, all the little flakes have gone, because I can't do much about it. But at least my eyes aren't swollen. Go touch wood now. Touch wood. So this is my face and neck today. Some of the scabs came off last night when I was sleeping. I don't think I helped much with scratching a little bit. But as you can see around my eye and a little bit around my jaw and a little bit on my neck, it's a little bit raw, but it doesn't hurt. Just tingles a little bit every now and then. You can see like a layer of dry skin, but nothing too bad compared to the other side. My neck gets better and then I scratch it a little bit, and that's my fault again. And I've noticed that if I do scratch and it starts sweeping, it clears up quite, not clears up quite quickly, but it heals over quite quickly. I don't know if you can see, but like the red mark here, that's going down and it's not as swollen. My wrist is healed quite a lot. And obviously it's still like quite thick skin, but it's healed quite a bit. But this is the progress right now. But I was told to document my journey and it will show me where I've been and what I've gone through, and then I can post it at the end and be like, oh my god, you know, I look so much better. But this is where I am at the minute on the 14th of July. So hopefully it'll look better. This is how my face is doing. It's a bit red, but these bits are falling off slowly. My neck, this bit's quite, well, it was quite sore earlier, but it's a bit better now. Today I had like little pussy spots come up on my chin, and I'm thinking that maybe that's the B5 making my skin a little bit more oily. I've noticed here it's a bit less dry. Obviously it's a little patch, but progress is progress. I put some pseudocreme on my eye last night because I managed to rub my eye in my sleep, and that big chunk of dry skin I had here yesterday just fell off. Well, you know. Yeah, I'm angry at myself. Also got like a spot coming up here as well. Ignore my nails, they're falling off slowly. My ears are quite dry as well. I forgot to do one of these yesterday because it was my nan's funeral and that was stressful enough. But yeah, I felt very uncomfortable yesterday because I had to hide my face. And I didn't feel comfortable with people seeing it, even though I'm recording myself right now. But it's kind of different because I'm hoping to post this after it's all gone, if that makes sense. Where when you're in the moment and when you look like this and people stare at you. But people stared at me anyway, so, you know. Oh, anyway, this is how my neck is looking, my side of my face, and my ears are a little bit red on the bottoms as well, but they're better than they used to be. I feel like my face is clearing up slowly. Like this doesn't look as bad as it did, especially around my eyes. So those tablets seem to definitely be working. My chest has stopped weeping for now, so that's good. And I'm just hoovering my bed because the skin falls off and it's not very nice to sleep in, so I need to like hoover my bed. Bring it a bit closer. And it is like the biggest like scabs, I guess. And on my ear you can see it. There's like in the mornings my hair's quite clean right now, but normally my hair will like stick behind my ears, or like it will, like if I'm lying on my face and my hair is on my face, it'll stick to my face, which isn't very nice. But see that this side is still worse at the two, but this side's clearing up quite nicely. Obviously it's still quite dry, but yeah, it's better. A little bit on my eye/nose area here. Then my neck's healing up quite nice as well. And it's looking quite good underneath, like it's a little bit red and inflamed. Not inflamed, but like, I don't even actually know how to describe it. Like, it's tight, but it's not painful. My ears are like solid. Like, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like solid. And then this one's a lot better, like you can move this one a bit, where this one I can't really move. And I think that is either pseudocreme or a bit of tissue, because when I go to sleep at night I have to dab it with a tissue to stop it from getting in my hair, and I've got really long hair, so it's not the best mix. And as you can see, I love books. So yeah, been reading. I read Maybe Someday, absolutely loved it. Highly recommend. I forgot to do one of these videos today, and my fan's going on in the background, so sorry for the noise. But yeah, this is my face, my skin update. It's artificial light, but I feel like it looks a lot better. Like this side's still worse, but I feel like I'm getting my face back. My neck isn't weeping as much now. Also my chest has gotten a lot better. It's not as weepy, like a little bit, but not much really. But you know, looking pretty good really, considering what I looked like on the first video, I feel. Got a spot here, but my skin's clearing up. A little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit. I feel like my face, like, swelling has gone down quite a lot. It's a bit red above my eye, and I've still got this patch here. I feel quite tired today, but apart from that, I'm good. My skin's not weeping as much, and this patch is a lot better. Got a little bit of dry skin. A lot better since I first started doing the videos, I think. My ears are still but yeah, my face. Hi. I forgot to do a video the past 2 days, but this is my face. I put some pseudocreme on it last night because I started weeping a little bit, but the rest of it is looking quite clear, if I say so myself. Ignore my funny eyebrow. Anyway, my neck is a little bit better. This is the worst patch still. Behind my ears and on my ears it's roughly the same, I'd say. Like, this is, don't know if you can hear that, but it's quite, it's not very soft, put it that way. I don't look as scaly anymore. I'm shedding the bullshit. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. Hopefully see you tomorrow if I can remember. I haven't done a video in a couple of days, but today is July the 27th, not 22nd, and this is the progress on my face. So I think it's looking a lot better. I keep getting these little green putty spots from the stomach acid supplements, but they're healing up my skin, so I'm fine with a couple of spots if this is looking better. My neck is a little bit flaky here and dry here. Like, my hands are still a little bit all over the place. I don't really know what to say on these things apart from doing a skin update. But yeah, I'm going to see my uncle tomorrow, so hopefully that'll be better than the funeral when it comes to my insecurities about my face. Considering it looks a lot better, I should just be able to wear my mask, obviously because of COVID, and then leave the sunglasses. But obviously it depends on how I feel about it on the day, because that can change daily. But this way I feel a lot better now than I did on the first video. I washed my hair and there's already skin in my hair. That's lovely. So if I put my hair down like this tomorrow, well, apart from the parting, shit, but ignore that. And then I have a mask on. Don't look too bad. So, I'll see you lot tomorrow if I remember. Obviously I'm gonna have some sunglasses on and a mask, and I might take the sunglasses off today. I don't know. But yeah, it's looking better daily. But I feel like this side is getting like this side. So that's promising. Also, the battery on my phone will probably die by the time I come back because I'm going to be reading a book on it. I'm sending this one off today. But yeah, here's what I look like. It is currently 4 minutes past midnight. So technically it's the 30th of July, but I haven't slept yet. So to me it's still the 29th. But this is my face in artificial lighting. One of my favourite authors that I mentioned earlier in the video has liked my It Ends With Us inspired bookmark that I made, and it is right by here that I made for myself, and I literally freaked out, still kind of freaked out, but she saw what I'm holding right here, like her eyes saw it. So today is the 30th of July 2021, and excuse my messy ass hair, but this is my face and my neck. But yeah, this is where I'm at, and I've been watching Outer Banks, 2 episodes and 10 minutes of the 3rd episode because I'm watching with my friend and she needed to go back home, which is 2 doors away, so I'm just forever thinking about that now. I'm gonna look back on these and think, oh my god, you're such a weirdo. But yes, that's my face. Okay, bye. Forgot to do my video today, obviously artificial light. But this is my face. This is my face by natural lighting. I also got my period yesterday, so I'm watching weeping areas to see if they weep more, and so far with new supplements I'm on, it's not weeping as much, like a tiny bit, but not much, because before the past like 4 months I did healing all through the month, and then period came, and then it would weep and weep and weep and then destroy all the healing that I did in that last month. So far, day 2 period, it's just a tiny bit. So that's good. On the 14th of August, so in 13 days, it'll be a year since I stopped steroids completely. Things are a lot better than they were at the start of this video, especially on my face wise and on my chest. Yep, this is my life. And I am currently on my 50th book of the year, and I'm reading Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, and I'm about that far through it. That's my life right now. Finished Outer Banks, and I don't know what to do with my life. You know, I don't want a life like this, but I want something more entertaining than just watching TV and reading books for summer. I love books and I love TV shows, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. But yeah, hopefully next summer I can do something that doesn't involve me staying in the house. So that'd be good. Currently it's the 3rd of August. Just finished another book. This is my face. Today I decided to start putting little videos on TikTok. Also getting close to the date where I'm a TSW. Today is the 5th of August, and this is my face and my neck, and it's looking a lot better. I went out yesterday, ignore that little bit by there, I just scratched my face a little bit and it's gone, where the redness, I don't know if you can see it, but tear on my forehead. Anyway, I posted a video on TikTok, I think, about 3 days ago, and I think I mentioned it in the last video, I can't remember, and now it has 25,000 views, and some people are trying their best to help me with like mentioning certain creams and things to do, but sadly for me that doesn't work because I've pretty much tried a lot of creams and they just make it red, inflamed, burny. And when my face was a lot worse, like at the beginning of this video, I did try putting moisturiser on, and if anything it caused it to become worse. But I'm glad that they help other people out there. I wish they would help me, but just gotta wait it out. I'm going back to my nutritionist tomorrow and I'm gonna show her my skin, not my other skin as well, not just my face, but you can't see that. And see what she thinks of a month's progress, which, you know, at the start of this video, that would be a month. And ignore my hair. I just put it up like this because it's not affecting my ears, which I have a little bit of weepy skin behind my ears. But yeah, I also finished a whole book yesterday. Whole book in a day. I went to see my nutritionist today and she was really pleased with how my skin is healed from a month ago. I'll put a picture here of a month ago when I saw her originally. And you can see the difference. This is my skin on the 10th of August 2021. I scratch my hands at night, like when I'm asleep. It doesn't really help them, but yeah, this is my skin. I got weeping behind my ears. My hand has loads of pseudocreme on it because I keep scratching it at night. I don't know if it's an anxiety thing, but I'm officially white. Not that I wasn't white before, but you know, I'm whiter. Anyway, my weeping on the rest of my body has stopped at the minute. I'll check again, but actually it's dried up a little bit. But anyway, an hour ago it wasn't weeping, but now it is. That's annoying. I thought it'd stop weeping, but obviously not. So it's been a while. I haven't done a video. It's the 4th of January today. So sorry for not posting progress every day. But this is my face at the moment. It's a bit, the pigmentation isn't the best and it is dry before I put a cream on. But I did actually manage to find a cream on a TSW support group on Facebook, and that is Bauman's Skin Salvation. It's really good for keeping moisture. When I first started using it, it used to keep the moisture on my face all day, where now it lasts for about 6-7 hours, which is still really good for me. Because even before TSW, I had dry skin, and I used to use the Body Shop hemp face cream, and by the time I put my makeup on it would already be dry. So when I say that this cream moisturises your skin, it does. Also, Bauman's have a TSW range. My face doesn't consistently stay the same. I've noticed it does get a bit drier. I mean, it is winter in the UK, so it's going to be a bit dry with like the temperature changes. My skin goes a little bit up, a little bit down with pigmentation and dryness, but nothing like it once was. I hope it's given you a little bit of hope about healing. I still have weepy patches on my body, just not on my face and not behind my ears, which I hope will heal in the next couple of months. I'm in a better place than I was on the 18th of August. I've kind of come to terms now that if my skin weeps, it weeps, that, you know, if something happens, it happens. I can't really control it. It's out of my control apart from what I'm eating and how I'm looking after my body, where before it used to really upset me. Like, I don't know if you saw on that video, but the moment that I saw it was weeping, I was just like, I'm done. I think things are better. It's just they're not where I want them to be, but we'll work on that, we'll manifest it. And I just want to say that throughout these videos I may seem quite positive about it and quite upbeat and stuff, but it's not the reality of it. I'm trying to show the best side of it and show that you know, you do get better. I don't really like posting videos of me crying, and you know, even though that is the reality of it as well, just know that it's not all upbeat all the time, and you're bound to feel depressed, you're bound to feel anxious and stressed about things. So when you see something online, don't think that that's the full picture of it. It's only what that person wants you to see. And I just kind of wanted to focus on the healing aspect rather than the emotional aspect, but just know that that does go along with it as well. I am on other supplements, but these are the two supplements that I found helped me the most with my skin healing, especially on my face. So the one is HCI and pepsin, and then the other one is evening primrose oil, and this is great if you flare around periods like I used to do. I don't really do that much anymore. A little bit of weeping, but nothing major, which is a great thing for healing, especially if you find that is difficult, because obviously when you heal then you weep again because of your period, and then it just is a vicious cycle. With this one, please look into it before you actually take anything that I recommend, because these I've been professionally advised to take by a nutritionist locally to me. I would suggest that you find someone local to you, as I also have a quite strict diet of what I eat and what I don't eat, and this is obviously different for everyone. If you're going through TSW, remember it does get better. It is just in that moment, and it does take time. It does cause a lot of stress and cause a lot of tears, but you will get there. And I'm not finished with my journey yet either, but I can see progress myself, even though it is not the quickest. So try to have a little bit of positivity looking at the situation, even though I know it's really hard sometimes.
I forgot to end the video, but thank you for watching, and I hope it was helpful. Please leave comments below, and hopefully you're having a good skin day. But yeah, bye.